Welcome back everyone, this is GTA Failer. In this video I'm going to clean up the mess that I made in the last video. So what happened is I had trouble starting the distribution mission. You should just be able to get in your Mr. Whoopi here and push the shift button and hear a jingle and then start the mission. But that didn't happen for me in a couple of attempts, so I paused the video, I tried to fix it, eventually did fix it, I don't know how. But then I thought that I had unpaused the video, and apparently I did not. And so off video, I thought that I was on video, and I went through and I completed distribution and the last IE list, and I did 2 street races and a robbery and a jump, and I bought a property. And then I went to end that video and realized that I had not been recording like the last 20 minutes or so of my commentary, which is really a shame. This is a loss for humanity because it was some of the best commentary, not just that I've ever created, but that has ever been created by anybody. And during that time, I railed against the distribution mission, and I really dislike this distribution mission, the one that we're on right now. And I dropped a profanity-laced tirade that was really like so dirty it would make sailors blush. But it is lost to time and space. It's just I can't recreate it here. It was really something that was spontaneous and in the moment. So here's what I'm going to do. I loaded a different save file, and then I just bought cherry poppers in this new save file, and I'm going to show you the beginning of this mission. But it is honestly one of my least favorite missions in any Vice City game that I know of so far. And so I'm not going to do the whole thing. I do not have the heart to sit here and do this whole thing again. So the main idea here is that you just need to stop near any people. And if you get a message that says there aren't any customers around, then just keep driving until you find more people. And the idea here is that hopefully some of them will have an arrow pop over their head, and you'll also see them listed as a yellow square on the minimap. And you're going to sell them quote unquote ice cream. And they buy it, and now you can see we've got one deal done, and now we're about to have a second deal done, and the third person making their way for our quote unquote ice cream. And to finish this mission, you need to sell 50 ice creams. So we just go to people and hope that one or more of them end up with an arrow on their head. So this is a very dull and tedious and slow mission, and the way that Vice City, the programmers have spiced it up is that they give you a, where'd that guy go? Is he not? Oh, there he is. He's just running alongside. I feel like I'm a pace car here. Come on, you got this. You got this. All right, Eliud Kipchoge, that officer is not. So every 4 deals done, you get a wanted star. And so there's a couple of ways to handle these wanted stars. So first of all, I could just not go near any other people until the wanted star disappears just on its own. And make sure you don't commit any other crimes like running over other pedestrians. Or I could just continue doing deals and like maybe go over to the Pay and Spray, which is just a little bit south and west of where we are, to eliminate the 1 wanted star. Or you could just wait until you have 2 wanted stars before going to the Pay and Spray, or maybe you head to like a police bribe or something. So one thing I forgot to do here is change my camera. I like this sort of wider camera angle so that I can see a police officer making their way towards my my ice cream truck. And the thing that's kind of, oops, so if you get a yellow arrow and then you start moving, they just all of a sudden lose interest in anything you have to sell. And so the thing is, a customer eager to get our quote unquote ice cream running towards the truck looks an awful lot like a police officer after you running towards the truck. And so it's quite easy to fail this thing, not because it's hard, but because it's a long mission, maybe like 10 solid minutes of just slowly driving around, slowly selling the quote unquote ice cream, and then dealing with the police attention. And so if you're just not alert, then it's real easy to not see a police officer running towards your vehicle. And again, well, not again, but for the first time, since you didn't hear it when I said it in the other video, because I didn't record it, the truck here has very low acceleration. And so even if you see the police officer and you try to get away, it's possible that you're so slow and accelerate so slowly that that you don't actually get away, and you get busted. All right, we got 2 folks here. Let's do it. Again, looking for police officers running towards the van, which look very similar to these guys running towards the van. So I will demonstrate the Pay and Spray strategy. I'll just head over to near the Pay and Spray right here. And if I get a wanted star, And I'll just bring this van right into the Pay and Spray. Oh, this is living the dream here, folks. We've got 4 customers simultaneously. That is just nirvana. My goodness, so great. Okay, again, I'm not thrilled that there's a truck behind me because that hides my view of seeing police officers running towards me. Better to play safe than to take risks if if you can't see what's happening. All right, so here we go. We got 2 stars, but again, I plan to do my ice cream delivery right here near the Pay and Spray so that at a moment's notice I can get myself out of trouble by heading to the Pay and Spray. I think this guy's going to come into the garage and complete his purchase. You want something? Where are you going? Come on in. I have what you need. Um, okay, so I'm not going to finish this. We're only halfway done here, but like I said, this is one of my least favorite missions in this game and maybe in any game. So once you have 50, the game will not tell you that you've completed the mission. So you just keep track of that number up there. It says 25 right now. I'm going to get my camera back to normal here. So once you have 50, and you don't need 51, but 51 is okay. The mission will continue if you want to further torture yourself with this terrible mission. You can keep doing deals after 50, but 50 is sufficient. 51 is fine as well. And once that happens, then you just come right down here and drop your car off inside of this garage. Now the garage would open for you if you followed my playthrough, but it's not opening for me because I haven't I haven't completed this first list yet. But if you're following my video series, then the list that you're actively on is list number 4, whereas in this save file that I made, you're on list number 2. So the garage door opens, you drive into the open garage door, and then you get out. And then it'll say, okay, you finished the distribution mission and you did 50 or however many you did, but to at least 50. And then it'll say mission passed. And then it'll say that the cherry poppers, the ice cream building, that asset has been completed. So I'm not getting any of those messages here because I didn't have the heart to do another 50. And then you're standing inside of this garage, outside of your Mr. Whoopi, and then you walk out of the garage, and then the garage door will close, and that will be the very last car that you needed on the 4th and final list. And you'll get more affirmations from the game saying how awesome you are for completing the import-export Sunshine Auto side mission. And it will drop off a really spiffy sports car for you on the second floor of Sunshine Autos. So let's continue. All right, so I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to reload my original save state, which will be the distribution done, the Mr. Whoopi done, the 4th and final list done, and then I'll show you the next thing to do. So I will be right back with my original save file. Okay, and I'm back. This is my original save file, the one that you have been watching me play through for this entire series, but it is fast forwarded a little bit in time because, again, I didn't record me doing all of these other things. So in this file, but you haven't seen it yet on video, like I did the distribution and completed it with 50 deliveries or 50 deals done, dropped off the Mr. Whoopi, finished the last list, got the reward car, which is on the second floor of this building in front of me. And then we're going to come up here and take a look at this step here. So really strange looking step. It says put 3 cars in the back of garage 4. So let me do that. I've actually done that already. I thought I was on video, but I wasn't. But you're just going to grab the 3 cars here on the first floor just because they're convenient, and you're going to drive them one at a time down here and put them in the far left garage. Now I've already done this, so this garage is going to be quite full at the moment. But you will see that this car right here is that one, and then the other 2 cars are the other 2 from the first floor of our auto shop, or our car dealership. And so it turns out having these cars in here is going to make some upcoming difficult rampages much easier. And I'll point out that fact, the ease, later on. Okay, so you put any 3 cars into that leftmost garage, and now again, kind of keeping us, trying to get us back on track. So that's this step. Now it says do street race number 6. So I've already done street race number 6, but I'm a slave to the content now that I'm a famous YouTuber, so I'm going to do street race number 6 again. So the reward of completing the last of the 4 import-export lists is this vehicle right here, which is one of the fastest and best handling vehicles in the game, the Hot Ring Racer. And it's perfect for doing races and also perfect for flipping over. Let's go get let's drive away for a second and come on back. The funny thing is, like I say, I've done this already in the in when I wasn't recording, and in that video, which I didn't record, but I thought I was making commentary for, I said, hey, it's possible to flip this thing here. I don't usually flip it, but let's see, is this thing back yet? Trying to look through the window to see if the car that I just flipped is back. I think it's that one, right? I was just driving away to respawn that car. I said you could, instead of taking this car through the glass, you could just go right down the ramp that we just ran up. But what fun is that? And then I nailed this landing like a pro. And then when I was on video here, I choked it, of course. Okay, so let's head down here and do our first race, or at least the first race. Well, we're going to do race number 6. We might have already done a race, actually. Okay, you can see here that race number 6 has been completed, because you can see there my best time is 4:20, which is kind of funny because we just did that quote ice cream deal. But that was not on purpose. So it turns out you can do these races as many times as you want to, and we're going to do it again here for the purposes of the video, because I didn't hit the F9 key to unpause my video before. All right, so it says get to the starting line, which is right here. And also in the timing program, it says right over here, drive safely, because this is the longest street race, and you don't want to damage your car so much that it blows up along the way. So that's it. And then, not sure if I mentioned this before, but the game wants you to hop into the pink marker to start the race. You'll get like a 3, 2, 1 countdown. But if instead you smash into the side of one of these cars, the race starts and you get a very cheesy head start. And that's what I'm doing. Okay, so sharp right turn here. Most of the time you just take a look at the map. I really don't have much of these races memorized, but there are occasionally turns that I tend to miss, and so those are the ones that I sort of commit to memory. Oh, hello. Okay, so we can take a look back. You can see that none of the other 3 competitors is even on the screen. So this is just a casual Sunday drive. Go slow and steady and try to avoid wrecking into cars and poles. I'll take it slow here so I don't go flying over the hill. But this car is OP, even compared to the sports cars that you're up against. So easy. So just take it real slow, and that's about it. And now the funny thing is here that like I've already done this race, and I did like some amazing commentary for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And so now I don't even know like which stories have I told, which ones did I tell in that commentary that you haven't heard yet because I wasn't recording, and which ones did I say in a previous commentary and you've heard those, so I don't want to repeat myself. So again, I will just reiterate without proof that that was some of the best commentary ever done, and it really is tragic that it's lost. So there isn't much to say about these things other than hit all of the yellow Coronas in order. Some people, I might have mentioned this on a previous race, but some people who are really good at speedrunning this game have decided that they have so much of a lead that they can actually route in some hidden packages during the race. So they would just like get out and maybe run over into this parking lot we just passed on our right and grab the hidden package there, which of course gives the competitors time to catch up. But if you've got good driving skill and a good car, then maybe you have time to route in some hidden packages, which might be a little bit more efficient than where I put them into this route. But I'm content with my route. I think it's pretty darn efficient. And again, lots of credit to R3D Line R6, whose route is available on YouTube. It's linked in the description below, and that was my starting point for routing this game. Okay, a little kind of funny S-shaped thing here. Take this slow because we got lots of hairpin turns. We're actually going against traffic here. Coming up ahead, there's like a heart icon. If you're low on health, you can hop out and grab it. I think it's here on the left right there. There's also ammo in the northernmost house, drive-by ammo in the northernmost house on Starfish Island. Let's see if these fools are on screen yet. Don't see anybody. So we are gonna win this guaranteed, but you want to take good care of this vehicle because it's such a long race, and if you damage it and it blows up, then you need to go take another vehicle, probably just one nearby convenient vehicle, and that vehicle might be quite slow, and so just try to avoid crashes as best you can. as you're doing this race and the other races. Okay, so I think that I said the following on the video that I wasn't recording for. I enjoy the street races here in this game. I enjoy, oh, slow down. I enjoy the chopper checkpoints. I think they're all kind of fun. Even the RC missions are pretty fun. That one on the beach on the Eastern Island and the little RC cars, that one can be challenging for me. But generally, I like all of these race type thing, checkpoint type things. But the the checkpoint ones that I have difficulty with are the boat ones. So you've already seen me struggle. I failed a I don't remember what it was called, Checkpoint Charlie maybe. Failed that one twice on video. Quite embarrassing. I'm working with a therapist to deal with my internal shame, but she and I are making good progress. Yeah, the boat ones here, I just find like the time limits are too tight and the mistakes too costly. So I don't know if it's me or if it's that the boat ones are just kind of universally more challenging for folks than the flying and the driving ones. But anyway, that's my sad tale about the checkpoint stuff. Okay, so moving right along with our list. Again, the timer is not active here because I've already done these things. So that was street race number 6. And next up is street race number 3. Now, I have damaged this vehicle a little bit. You can see we're missing some important parts under the hood. So just because I don't want to damage this thing so much on the upcoming street race number 3 that it blows up, I'll just take it right in and get it repaired lickety split. So let's hop out and take a look. Let's see, so 420 is still my best time, so I still have that important number represented in this video series. Okay, race number 3, let's do it. Okay, so this time the pink marker there, that triangle which is now a square, is off to the right. And this race is shorter and has more tight turns, but we'll start it exactly the same cheesy way where we smack into one of these opponents here to start the race. So the trickiest part is here in the beginning because you might get taken out by a very aggressive competing car. And it might wipe them out as well as you, but that's not helpful because there's 2 more of them that maybe don't get wiped out by that crash. So important to start off well, and you can see here nobody else on screen. All good. Okay, so as usual, same advice. Take it slow, take it easy, be very careful with your vehicle, and avoid crashing when you can. Don't need to be going full speed all the time here. You do need to finish in first. Finishing second will not complete this mission. And all of these races are required for 100% completion, which is what we are all after in this game and in life. Okay, so just following the road, gingerly taking my Sunday drive here. And like I said, this one's a little bit shorter, so I think we're coming up to the end pretty soon. Look at this speed strap, I cut the corner here. Somebody clipped that, that was epic. Okay, another right-hand turn right up here in front of the police station. And then winding down right here. Easy. Okay, I have one, of course I have. I'm good at this game. All right, next up, continuing to look at our timing program here on the right. So we just did street race number 3 for the second time for me, for the first time for you in this video series. Now we do a robbery. It's right here in this hardware store with a pretty funny name of the hardware store. Okay, so I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna take out my gun. I think a shotgun is pretty good. I'm gonna point away from this guy because again, you wanna make sure that you don't turn away from him until, where's my weapon? This one is good, I think, until the money's on the table. So there's the money, and there's the kill shot, and not even a single wanted star. Okay, so moving right along here, we just did robbery 14. Now we do unique jump number 8. It says go north, and then make the second left and turn left into an alley. So here we go. North here, second left. Here's the first left, and we take the second left, and then we'll make another left into an alley. So here's my second left, and then it's the first alley on our left, right up here. Okay, so as we come around the corner here and get my camera right, we can see a ramp, but that is not the ramp that is going to give us the unique jump. It's actually a couple of ramps away. So this one, sometimes I mess up my aim, but let's give it a shot. I nailed it in the video, which in the part where it wasn't recording the video. But this is looking good, I think. Kudos to the first person to find this thing, because you had to have a lot of faith in taking a fast car up here and hoping that like the third ramp in that collection was the unique jump. Now, I don't know whether or not I would have gotten credit for the unique jump there. It kind of looks like maybe I wouldn't have, but the fact is I can't in this particular save file because I already got credit for that unique jump. That was the one where I did it off video. So if you mess that jump up and you don't get credit for it, then just head back and try again. So continuing right along, and now we're right here where it says make a U-turn left off of this building we're on, and then go north to the curve that heads west. So let's do that. So we've done our U-turn, and then we're going to head out this way, smacking into the pole that I thought was on the other side of the street. So heading north, and then following this until the road curves to the west. And now there's a $ icon on my mini map, which won't be on yours if you're following my playthrough because you haven't purchased this thing. So I purchased it as the last thing I did off video before, so there would be a green marker here, and you spent a bunch of your hard-earned cash buying this particular asset. And that one is done now. So I think we're back in action. I'm just going to do a save. It's not like a safety save or anything, but just to convince myself that I'm okay now. Now there is armor if you need it. It's located right up at the top of this building right here in the corner. And so to get way up there, well, you could fly, or easier is just to walk up these stairs right here and make your way over to the armor. So what I'm going to do here is end this video, and then I'll pick right up with the next mission, our first several Printworks missions. You can see we're doing a lot of the OM stuff on this one, but at the bottom of this long collection of OMs is a $. Spilling the beans, that's what we're after. Okay, so we'll end this video here, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.